Morning folks, just gone 20 past 8, down here for another day session with my good friend Mark Copson. That's the new water. I've had the rods out about 5 minutes, absolutely teaming it down with rain. What a difference from last week, eh? Instantly had liners, and I put the net under a nice, I haven't weighed it, but I should say it's a mid-double, about 16 or 17 pound. Nice little common, falling into a good old CM1. Bottom bait and popple, snowman combo, fantastic. Peppered about 20 or 30 baits over this one. There's fish showing like dolphins, fantastic. The conditions are absolutely sock on. Overcast, highs of 16 and chucking it down the rain. Can't be any better. So hopefully this is the first of a few. Mark's fishing 2 swims up to my right. We're in different swims this week, and there's only ever one other lad on the lake. He's done the night. I don't know how he's got on. Maybe we'll catch up with him later, but there we go folks. Great start. 8:45. Absolutely cats and dogs now. Just put that one back, as I said, it was about 16 and 17 pound. Had a call from Mark. I don't really want to leave my rods obviously with the action I've just experienced, and Mark's fishing to a snag, so he's not going to come down to me. But he's just given me a text message and he said he's just lost one. But there's absolutely carp rolling everywhere. They're really active all over the lake, so things are looking good. The conditions can't be any better. Normal tactics, snowman rigs, got the CM2 on again today, and 2 rods with the CM1. Different coloured tippers and little bags, so nothing different from what I've been doing virtual season again. So hopefully we're going to have some action today. It was a real brewer last week. Mark did okay, nothing big, but he managed to bang 3 carp. But mine, only reward last week for my efforts was a little bream. That's the way it goes, isn't it? So yeah, really chuffed to get the first fish under the belt so early. So fingers crossed it's going to be a very productive day.
Here we go then, mate.
Folks.
Goal achieved. Yeah, it's been a whole season. This is going to be my last session today down the water. I haven't blanked, and even though it's not the biggest, but it's a nice 16, 17 pound, I'd have thought.
What an achievement.
You know what I mean? And if you'd have said at the start of the season I'd have caught a fish every time I've been out, I'd have said no way, because it can be moody, this place. But it's been a phenomenal season, and for you as well.
Fantastic, mate.
You've had so many upper doubles and 20s this year. It's been
the swim I'm in at the moment today. It's been
your most productive.
I think it has, for big fish anyway.
But I think between us now we're getting on for like 40, 45, 20s.
Yep, I've got another one in the net as well. The same rod screamed off, so that'll be on camera shortly after this one.
Unbelievable, considering really we've only done 3 whole days and the rest have only been sort of afternoon sessions.
You're right, mate.
It's phenomenal fishing, and when there's fish as beautiful as that.
That's one of the buttery gold ones.
Yeah, absolutely. I just lost one previously, and I thought, I hope that's not going to be the
I did mention it. To be honest, I did hear a load of commotion, because it's really hard when you're under the brolly with all the rain coming down, and then 2 ducks appeared from the margin. I thought, oh, they've been splatting about, and then Mark's just come down with this, like.
So if that's the only fish I get today, what a fantastic season.
I must add, Mark's not fishing with the rod that was on, that I mentioned, that was on the snag. That's no longer in the water, and we're literally a stone's throw from each other. So there's before anyone thinks, oh, you've left your rods in.
But get out there, autumn carp.
Oh, that's it, mate. I mean, the conditions for most people, I think, would have said, oh, I don't fancy it today, but for me and you, we've been rubbing our hands, haven't we?
But as long as the runs are coming,
oh, who cares? That's it, mate. Right.
Brilliant. Get this one in, and then we'll get yours on.
Congratulations.
Well,
well done,
folks, look at that one. Second capture of the day, and the frame on this fish, I would say it's probably only 3 to 4 years old, and the frame on that probably a mid-double. He's going to be a proper future fish. He's
bit lively. I've left him in the retainer for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's going to be the future of this lake. I reckon he could be one of the 30s in a few years.
It's a nice clean fish, isn't it, Mark?
Absolutely immaculate. So he looks a real young fish, that one.
Very wiry.
So
there you go.
Let's hope we cop him next year at a mid-20.
This one went off like a rocket. Same rod again. Only been back out in the water for about 20 minutes. Peppered a few fresheners over the top of it. 15 or 20 baits, and this one, just as I say, melted off.
Awesome fish, mate.
The initial fight was a bit of a plodder, which we've established over recent weeks that they normally result in a better fish, but when it poked his head to the surface and he hit the bottom of my landing net, it was irrelevant really. As Mark said, it's one of the...
Yep, one of the prettiest.
He's a very lively fish.
Yeah, as you can see, there's the retainer and the unhooking mat, which is essential in all carp fishing.
Correct.
Anybody caught fishing without one should be shot really, because these babies are the future, and you damage them and that's the end of it.
Well,
so
they give you the pleasure and a day's sport or however long you're fishing. It's the least you can do is respect them, in my opinion.
yep, so, and always have a bucket of water handy if it's in the summer. This time of the year with the rain falling, it's not too much of a problem, but fish care is critical, and a bit of Clinique for the mouths if you've got it.
Yep.
Is a must really as well.
£6.
It could save a life of a carp.
Condition all year round, mate.
So anyhow, we'll get that one back because this rain's soaking me now, mate, and I want to get my rod back out. So
Definitely.
Great.
Talk about manic. I was just going to indulge in a bit of a light breakfast before I tap the bacon and sausage. What we got there? Porridge and golden syrup, perfect for on the bank. Just add water to the line that's marked on the container. 2 minutes. Got a nice little meal. Made myself a nice coffee, and all hell's broke. I had number 2 fish. Nothing big, but I've had 2 bites now on the left and middle rod. Sticking 30 or 40 baits around each rod now, so they're clearly working down this bit of a channel. I've got my baits pretty much fanned out. I'm not fishing. Oh, I'm off again. Right then, folks, let's try again. Apologies, I was talking to you and the rod's absolutely rattled off again. What I was trying to say was I'm fishing about 5 lengths from the bank. It's like a little channel, and all 3 of my rods fish at the same range, all fanned out, and I'm just, you know, spraying boilies. And as I was talking to you, you heard the old Delkin. Left-hander's gone again. And I've just gone nailed the biggest of the session so far. Put it on the scales, and it's gone £23 5 ounces. Absolutely stunning common. Whew. This time last week, I was pulling my hair out, and this week everything's come right. So, just put it in the retainer again. Well, I've got everything sorted. So, I just hope this footage is going to come out, because with these damp conditions today, the old camera's steaming up. So, apologies if it's not 100%, but I'm doing my best for you folks. But here we go. £23 5 ounces, folks. CM1 bottom bait with a nice CM1 fluoro tipper. Little bag. Fished over about 40 baits. 2 spots absolutely rocking now. This is the 5th capture of the session. Absolutely delighted. I had another chat with Mark on the mobile, and I said all the fish I've been catching today have all been nasty pasties, and the biggest one was about 16-17 pound. But he says they'll come, mate, one of the big girls, and he was spot on, because the next one's gone 23.5. So minter of a fish, absolutely delighted. So I'm going to stop waffling on, because I want to get that rod back out. I want some more carp. There you go, folks. Absolutely delighted. Right, I'm back. I just checked the previous footage, and apologies, there is a bit of like a bit of a steamy screen. As I previously mentioned, that's due to the damp conditions, so apologies for that, but I think you got the general gist of the fish and that. But the only rod that hasn't gone today is me right hand rod. So watching it, I thought that should have done me a bite by now. So I've literally just re-spotted, fresh baits, little bag, peppered a few more baits, and I've just gone and bagged myself the 6th of the session. A bit lively, another one I've left in the retainer, and this is the first one on the new bait, CM2. So today's just been an absolutely fantastic day so far. It's just gone 12 minutes past 12, so we've still got plenty of the day left. And here we go, number 6. As I say, it's a bit lively, because I left it in the retainer for a bit whilst I've got myself sorted. So I'll try and lift her up for you. Another common. Anyway, this one is about 15 or 16 pound. Bit of carp juggling. There you go. if they do a bit of resting on the bank, don't panic, just cradle them in your arms and let them settle down a bit. And there you go. I've just had another
My
bleep,
mate's back.
so
And it's in the same swim again. Either he likes me or he likes his swim. I think the last time I seen this fella was in June, believe it or not. Or July, one of the two. Oh, Robbie now. You might hear the sizzling in the background. I've got the sausages in the pan for a bit of a late lunch. So maybe that's one of the reasons he's here. Beautiful. Right, 5:24, winding down now towards the end of our day session, and well, certainly for Mark, it's the sadly the last one of the year. Get yourself sorted. Mark's a family man, and he's most of his fishing is based around short session fishing, like myself basically, but I do tend to get the odd 1 or 2 more days than Mark does a year in. So with the nights drawing in even more now, and the clock's due to go back, this is the last one for Mark. So this possibly could be the last Brolly blog of the year. But I'll leave a question mark on that one because I might be able to get out myself. But I'm definitely going to get out over winter. I don't think I'm angling next week. I think I've got too much on at work, but the week after I've got a few days holiday, and a friend of mine and a face that you've seen a few times in the vlogs I've done this year, Mr. Rudge, we're popping off down to Oxford. Yet to decide on where we're going to go. It's looking like linear. We'll definitely have a look at linear anyway. Following the catch reports in the press over the last few weeks, it's absolutely fishing its head off. I know a few lads on the Cindy down there, and they've kept me posted on the general ins and outs and how things are progressing down there. But it's a good area, Oxford. I mean, if we get down linear and it's a bit busy, you know, we've got Lynch Hill. There's quite a few places in the vicinity, so I'll definitely be getting out in the next fortnight. I doubt it'll be next week, but it's definitely the week after. I'll be down in Oxford. So that's about it really. So as it stands, it's 8 fish with we've got about 45 minutes tops of the session left. So as usual, if anything else crops up and we can get it in the vlog, we will do. But if we can't and nothing else does crop up, once again, thanks ever so much for watching this episode. And if it is the last one of the year, thanks ever so much for following the series.
Well, better late than never, mate.
It's 10:30, mate.
It's right at last knockings now.
Yeah, I was just taking my chair to the van. Well, literally going to pick it up and it rattled off. Can't believe it. Just over 21 £. Absolutely made up. So, what a beautiful way to end a cracking session.
Well, cracking season.
Yeah, and I don't... Well, that's what I meant, yeah, cracking season. I didn't think it was going to happen, but Christ, couldn't have left it much later, and bang,
Yeah,
off it went.
Incidentally, Mark had one before this. He's had 2 bites within the space of 10 minutes, hasn't he, mate?
Yeah, the other one was only a small fish, probably the smallest, one of the smallest of the
Yeah.
season.
So
About 12
the move's
pound.
paid off for you, mate.
Yeah, that's it. I was beginning to think it weren't going to happen, and this beautiful fella showed up. So, what a cracking end to the season.